And here we go. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Another day here in Green Bay for Packers training camp is officially in the books. I believe this marks day 2. So we're going to have a lot more coverage over the next couple of weeks, especially when the pads come on. But in this video, we're going to break down day 2's news, notes, highlights, observations, and takeaways. So, make sure you guys stay ready for that. Before we jump in, like we always do, I want to give a massive shout out to all of the Packers media team out there who work so hard each and every single day to get these highlights and some of this news out for us, kind of enabling us to make these videos. Guys, without them, the videos aren't even possible to make. So do me a favor, go follow them on X. You're going to see their @ at the top left of your screen. If you go follow them, you'll know everything I know, maybe even before me. So go check them out on Twitter if you haven't already done so. But with that being said, let's jump into Packers Day 2 highlights, news, and notes. Now, the first thing to note is today was a monsoon of a practice. I mean, the rain was really insane, which is why we don't have too many highlights. We've got a good amount, a couple of them, but if you start to see, different highlights where it's not raining, those are probably from yesterday's practice. So just to keep you guys updated with that. Now, the starting offensive line through walkthroughs was Walker, Jenkins, Myers, Ryan, and Tom. The starting DBs was Stokes and Jair Alexander. Now, the good news is Jair Alexander back, right? Yesterday, he started practice and then left early due to the heat, needed a little bit of a break, came back today, and is ready to go. So that was a major piece of practice back on the field that they're dropping out yesterday. But man, guys, we're going to find out relatively quickly, or you guys are, that the defense is not joking around, dude. This defense is serious, and they are ready to make a massive jump up this season. Now, yesterday's practice, during day 1, Javon Bullard got the reps next to Xavier McKinney, which is kind of a telltale sign that he could be the starter, right? But also, what we saw today kind of shows us that there is a battle going on to see who will be that starting DB alongside Xavier McKinney. Now today, Evan Williams was the guy getting some reps and actually made the most of it when he got an interception on Sean Clifford, a quarterback for them that is really trying to earn that backup job alongside Michael Pratt. But more QB news is the team actually signed Jacob Eason. Now the reason being is because of Jordan Love, obviously not practicing with the team, wants that next contract, wants to have that, the satisfaction of knowing if he gets hurt, he's still going to be okay. Because if he got hurt today in practice, man, his value would plummet. So obviously getting that contract done is his main priority. But with that being said, Jacob Eason came in, made a couple of passes. Michael Pratt, Sean Clifford were your 3 quarterbacks during today's practice. Now you go up a little bit, go through a little bit of practice, and then we start to see some guys really starting to break out. Guys, this dude, and I don't really know how to say his name correctly, Kingsley, Enagbare, or Bari. This dude is a freak. We have heard a ton about him, in the offseason, just working, grinding, getting better, right? And obviously, yeah, cool. Love to see that. Love to see guys getting better. But then OTAs come around and looks like a freak. And I'm like, okay, we're going to have to monitor this. We'll see if we can translate that to minicamp. And that's exactly what he did. During minicamp, this dude Kingsley looked like he could be a day 1 starter. That's how good he was playing. And now, fast forward to training camp day 2, the man has 3 sacks in one day. Or what obviously would be sacks, not actually hitting the quarterback. But this dude looks like a day 1 monster for this football team, and I don't see him going away anytime soon. So keep your eye on Kingsley. He's going to be a dog. Okay? Now, it's been a really rough start for Andre Dillard, who yesterday did get the start at the tackle position, but with Zach Tom, getting back into the lineup here, he retook that right tackle position, and is definitely doing a little bit better, as we saw. And all those sacks, I believe, came against Dillard. So Dillard definitely falling down the lineup a little bit here. Got some starts early and is now starting to drop down a little bit. Now, I said earlier that Evan Williams had an interception, which he did. But before we get into the next guy who got an interception, I need you guys to do me a massive favor. Hit the like button, not only so we can get this video up to 200 likes. That will show me you guys actually want more Packers videos. But also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Guys, it's free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Packers throughout the entirety of the offseason, not only for training camp, but for preseason and regular season as well. We're going to be breaking down game day film, showing you the ins and outs of what they're running, what they're trying to do, and maybe what's not working as well. So make sure you guys join the family and comment down below one player or two players that you expect could break out this year for the Packers, right? We talked about Kingsley. That's going to be my guess because the consistency that he has shown thus far is telling me one thing. He is about getting better, and I think he has. So who do you think could break out this season in your opinion? Now, Anthony Johnson Jr., another guy, another interception alongside Evan Williams, came in here and picked off Sean Clifford in team drills. Now, again, we've heard for the last couple of months here that Sean Clifford might be falling down the depth chart in terms of not being that backup quarterback. Michael Pratt's just looked better throughout mandatory minicamp and OTAs. I expect this to continue to be a topic to know, right? We always need to know who the backup quarterback is, because if anything ever happens to Jordan Love, who's that next guy up? If someone has to plug and play for one game, who's it going to be? If you ask me right now to predict, I'm going to say Michael Pratt. I just think he's looked like a better quarterback. Now, when the rain let up a bit, we got to see a lot more out of team drills. Evan Williams, not Bullard, starting with the defense. We talked about that earlier. Stokes, the opposite of Jair Alexander. Love to see that. We talked about Kingsley getting some big-time sacks. Watson struggling to, hold on to the ball today, which is, not a great thing, right? Definitely want to hold on to the ball, Christian Watson. But with that being said, we had another guy start to, and obviously, guys, the ball was soaking wet. It was pouring out. So keep that in mind. But someone who looked really, really good today might be a little bit of a surprise to you, because right now listed as third on the depth chart, A.J. Dillon looks like he got into insane shape. Looks quicker, looks faster, more reliable, and, it's got that decisiveness when running the football. Today, broke out a couple of big-time runs. The dude looked like he worked on his game a ton during the offseason. So, shout out to A.J. Dillon, right? Marshawn Lloyd dealing with that hip injury, missing some time right now. We'll see if A.J. Dillon can kind of take those keys and run with it as the number 2 running back on this football team. Carrington Valentine's another guy they love here in Green Bay. They think he could be, their best backup cornerback, and right now he looks like that could be true, right? He had a nice little rep against Romeo Doubs, breaking up a jump ball. Valentine let Doubs hear it, right? The defense really wanted them to know, hey, I'm here, man. I'm not going to let anything come easy to you, Romeo Doubs, and, man, don't count him out. Listen, I don't think he'll be a starter, but if someone gets injured, man, this is a guy that can really make a difference on your football team. What else happened? Clifford to Dontavion Wicks. Nice gain over the middle. I don't even think Wicks had gloves on, so made an outstanding catch in the rain. A.J. Dillon had a nice play. Wyatt forced a Clifford fumble. So you're talking about 3-4 turnovers today for Sean Clifford. Jonathan Ford got to the quarterback for a sack. Yeah, I mean, a pretty good day, right? Pretty good day. A lot of guys breaking out. Rashawn Gary is OP. The dude is always being disruptive, always making sure that the quarterback is feeling uncomfortable. And, right, maybe that would change with Jordan Love being more dynamic and being more comfortable in the pocket at all times. But, man, defense looks good here for Green Bay. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next